Peace, salute. This is part 2 of our dialogue tonight. Again, as always, let's introduce and invite some people to the live. Give us a second so we can do what we do. We invite people in, give everybody an opportunity to get settled. This will not be a long, drawn-out dialogue. This is something that we're going to knock out real quick as soon as possible. Because again, a lot of other people don't have day jobs to go into, but many of us, the mission never stops. So we do have to, cut it short. It's almost, matter of fact, it is after 11:30. We're on 2 different coasts. So I want to make sure that everybody is engaged and up and running and ready to do what they need to do for themselves and their families in the AM. Alright, so again, questions are always welcome. We are not just dialoguing here, and it is on us to be more active in our communities, especially during this time, right? I know that there is a significant phenomenon in Chicago, in the Illinois, and in the Midwest of our system disappearing, right? And
yeah, man.
we know that there's no other reason for our sisters disappearing other than organ harvesting or sex trafficking. So if we
let's talk about it, man.
If we don't have black men in the street, the sisters that have mental issues and have run away from bad situations and things of that nature in their home and in their community will be left out there naked. You understand?
Oh, yeah. And not only that, with all the killings going on in Chicago, by which it's tons of entities feeding on that spilling of blood, the authorities really don't have a whole lot of time to get down with the sex trafficking because they so bogged down with the shootings.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they've been doing this organ shit for a long time, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out something because I was battling high blood pressure. And this is what a lot of us don't understand. Our organs are superior to everybody else's. So what's high blood pressure for somebody else isn't for us. Because whenever we go to the doctor, we have to be in better shape just not to be told that we're not in shape.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was on blood pressure pills and they would tell me that my blood pressure is high, but I felt fine, man. I'm talking about no headaches, no nothing, but they're going off of their organs or what their numbers is.
Right, and they're
kind of like the body mass index.
Right, they're
kind of like the body mass index too.
Their numbers are based on their study and their research of themselves. When my daughter was born, they tried to get me to increase her weight as a baby, as an infant, without even knowing my family history. We're all slightly built. My wife is slightly built. They tried to, we had some weird old quack that tried to get us to, put on a high protein diet to thicken her up and things like that. So you're absolutely correct. They definitely do a bunch of injustices racially within the medical world. There's several books on it. One was called, oh my goodness, medical. I'll get the title and come back.
You want to? Oh, I know what you're talking about. You talking about medical apartheid?
Yes, medical apartheid. Yeah.
All right. Something else that just crossed my mind too. When we used to be buried in the sarcophagus, our organs was always put into jars. They were intact, like, our kidneys, all that. When you give your organs to another person, that bothers your transition over too.
Oh yeah, no
because you're supposed to leave the world with all that intact. See, and
this was the science of us being mummified.
Yep. Hey, a Christian lady told me something that really I formulated and broke down over the years in my own way. She said, the devil doesn't change, it changes you. So for a long time I was thinking about, ain't no devil. But I understood what she was saying. Since we're born with that golden ticket to transcend, they know the more that they get us to be like them, the more that we voluntarily give up our organs, they're trying to get us trapped here to where we can't transcend. That's what this is all about. They're upset that they are stuck on planet mud, that they can't go nowhere. So anybody out here saying that a soulless body could go somewhere, got to be out their mind. Off top. All this classism, racism, whatever that you want to call it, is about the jealousy that we're just here visiting and they're stuck. So to bring it back full circle to the organ stuff, those organs, man, fetch big money, big dollar. But not only that, it's prolonging the life. Like, didn't they say Rockefeller had like 8 heart transplants, man? 8. All black hearts, too. They even talked about the black man's penis being used in extension surgeries on white men. But don't nobody talk about that, though. They so in love with us. So the first thing they cut off every time they hung us was the penis.
Yeah, definitely.
The origin of barbecues. They barbecued them people, but they don't tell you how they ate them like a roasted pig in the woods and shit either, though. These people are sick.
And then they don't tell you that those were not regular people that they were lynching. They were lynching doctors. They were lynching artists.
Exactly.
They were lynching
Exactly.
businessmen. They were lynching
landowners.
Yes.
Landowners.
Definitely.
And because, yes, they did not waste their time lynching some any motherfuckers. They was getting the motherfuckers out the way because they knew that they had to take this land over. And this is what, to bust the slavery shit down, to expose it for the bullshit it is. If I take you over to Africa, right? And let's say you're just used to planting pears and oranges in Florida, right? You do not know the landscape and you do not know the crops in Africa. So how could you farm something where you're not even over there? So in order to have a plantation over here, you would have to have the natives. And the Africans, by the slave trade, wasn't the natives. See, there's so many holes in this story, man.
Yeah, well, of course. Their history has
so much bullshit
of the truth, because you have to have language that gives you misdirection to keep you confused.
Yes.
Right?
Word salad games.
Throw it all away. You dig? Throw it all away. And acknowledge what's in front of your face. Read the matrix. You dig what I'm saying? Read the matrix. The science behind it. You read it. You can see it. The more you believe, the more you have clarity in the self, the more visible he was able to be. And then he was able to do all this super shit that he was doing to the agents. Because you believe in the self. The more that you believe in the self, the more your vision is clear. So you can ignore all the other shit. You dig? So again, with these new strategies, like I said, and I was informing people about New York City, these things that they are employing, they have to employ because we are so interconnected, right? The schools are the base of everything. So if the kids get infected and the kids catch it, then it's a mess because the kids are carriers. You understand? They may not necessarily